The Temple of Learning has liberated more souls than all the wars. Star Wars Wild Space, Episode 15, The Temple. Previously, our heroine, Vega Fett, took a step into the larger world when she learned to trust her inner voice, sparring with the Reaper's Mandalorians. Arriving on Duxun with her family, she prepares herself to discover new truths. External, Kandara Spaceport, Duxun, Day. The Spectre lands at the largest standing pad in the Kandara spaceport. Steam rises from the craft as pressure valves release. The ramp lowers through the steam to allow all aboard to disembark. In full armor, Vega strides from the steam with Ayla to survey the frontier city.
This is the Demon Moon?
It's aptly named, trust me.
Vega points to the dark structure on the cliffs above the city, sickly green clouds swirling with an unknown purpose around it.
That's where we're headed, huh?
Yes, those acid mists hide the demon wings.
Yeah, sounds fun.
We'll head up to the temple tonight.
Tonight?
Unless you want to fight the entire hive. It's safest at night, when they hunt.
How do you know this?
I was raised here.
The Spectre's crew moves out and about, complete post-flight behind Vega and Ayla. The Reaper, Chi, and Arnott all descend the ramp behind them. Chi stands behind Vega and puts his hand on her shoulder as he senses her unease.
We'll be ready if you need us.
For NTA, where?
External, Kandara, Duxun evening. Under the leaves of the dropthorn tree, Chi sits cross-legged with Vega. Vega meditates as Ayla and Arnott arrive with climbing supplies and new equipment.
Prepare yourself, Vega. Truth can be a much harsher reality than combat.
I am ready.
No one is ever ready for the truth.
What's so important about this truth?
I hope it's not that important, but the data key specifically says your truth lies within the walls of the temple.
My truth?
I have already told you what I know.
I know. I just want to know more.
But you do. You know yourself.
Maybe, but I can't recall it.
That's why I partition and back up my data often.
Vega smiles fondly at Arnott as she stands to look over the equipment. She sees a long-range recon jetpack among the pile of gear. Vega retrieves the device, turning it over to inspect it.
You receive your best car long before a trial. This was mid-trial, and so it will be yours.
Vega holds up the jetpack.
I get to use a jetpack?
Wearing a Sandra is second nature to a Mandalorian. You must learn to endure its weight upon your back. You will carry it on your trial and earn it if you survive. You leave when Onderon ascends over his Ru hills. The glow of its light will make us harder to see.
Just you and me?
Tibwer, Entior, Tibor, Kaish, Adik.
Vega tilts her head at Ayla as they don the equipment. Did she hear her right? External cliffs of Abysma, Duxun planet rise. Vega climbs the cliffs, handhold by handhold. She looks down as Ayla remains close below her. Vega reaches a thin ledge wide enough to sit on. Vega lifts herself up and rests on the ledge. Ayla follows her.
We've reached the lip of Sarkum.
So not much farther?
Not much. We travel to the ladder and up to the temple. From there, you must go alone.
Vega and Ayla stand and begin the trek up the lip of Sarkum. The light of Onderon glimmers across the moon's surface, shiny Mandalorians obscured in its azure glow. External Temple Mesa, Duxun planet full. Vega pulls herself over the rim of the cliff of the ladder. She stands to take it all in. The dark, angular temple of discipline stands in stark contrast to the snow-capped mountains behind it. Green fog lays on the ground as Vega steps slightly forward. Ayla rises over the edge. She crosses the short distance to Vega. Leathery wings flap in the black sky as deadly shadows pass over the two questing Mandalorians.
Don't be afraid of the demon wings. You can get in and out before the hive returns.
I'm not afraid of those demons. I'm afraid of my own.
Ayla nods and puts a reassuring hand on her shoulder. Vega turns and walks up the stairs toward the entrance. She adjusts her jetpack just so as she steps into the ichor of the temple. Ayla pulls her rifle from her back to assemble it. Internal, Temple of Discipline, Duxun Planet, full. The light of Onderon streams through the oculus onto the legs of the statue in the middle of the chamber. Vega can't help but notice the slab the statue rests on is smaller than its base. Flat broken stones lie strewn around it. The jagged edge of the clan Ordo symbol engraved in the floor guides her path. As the largest piece of the slab's broken lid comes into view, she knows.
It's a sarcophagus.
Vega steps to the sarcophagus to see if she can move the statue from on top of it. It doesn't budge. A shadow passing briefly blocks the light from the oculus. Vega looks up. Nothing. Vega rubs her hand along the side of the sarcophagus. The symbols on the stone coffin beckon to her. As she reaches the head of the stone box, her hand rests in the impression of a taloned claw. Vega draws her hand back in pain. Something just pierced her palm through her armored glove. Vega looks at her hand and then back up. The claw begins to glow red, tortuously spreading to the rest of the symbols. Vega can make out thousands of clan symbols layered one on another. The sarcophagus slowly lowers and the statue topples off, revealing a woman with dark hair. She is long dead, held within a stasis field ever preserved. The sarcophagus lowers further still into the floor. Stairs form as the floor drops. Red light pours from the deepening abyss. Vega can't take her eyes off the woman.
I know you.
Suddenly,
Don't forget, just subscribe.
like he said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more. And check out our friend Row93, link in the description.